Alright, hello everybody, welcome to a Narshe review for Overcast. So, let's just go ahead and start with Tina. She is perhaps one of the best characters I've ever seen in Beyond Chaos, honestly. Number one, pretty decent magic power. Everybody's unequipped right now. She's got a 34 magic power stat, which makes her commands that much better. So, obviously she has Quasar Storm. Quasar, really big, defense-piercing damage, and Storm, ice damage, pretty strong, but the Quasar is really what matters there. And then her second skill is Siren Whirlwind. So, as you know, Siren usually silences enemies, and then Whirlwind obviously heals for how much HP the caster has. When you just do Siren on the enemy with this command, the Whirlwind doesn't auto-target correctly, it still does it to the enemies. But if you aim Siren at yourself, which you can't do, you just get Whirlwind. So it becomes a Whirlwind command, which is really, really nice. However, we have not really been using that because we have this back guard here. It was on a piece of iron armor first, but back guard ended up way better. So it has auto haste and vigilance on it. Vigilance is, of course, no pincers or back attacks. And auto haste is just good. And this turns that command into Evil Will, which is Evil Toot, which obviously has a decent amount of status effects attached to it, and Wild Bear, which auto-targets correctly. Wild Bear is the best healing spell in Final Fantasy VI. It heals every single status effect, cures for so much HP. It will just get better as the game goes on. So this back guard is basically required for Tina now. She's the best healer on the team and the best damage dealer that we have. As for right now, she can equip katanas and stuff like that. Not the greatest thing, but she doesn't have a magic command as compensation for having all of this good stuff. But, good God, is she a very good character. Easily the best character that we got. Okay, moving on to Rachel. Don't give me a rating, I'll tell Dirt. I'm not rating anybody, okay? We're just talking about you. Rachel, obviously, still has her exploder problem, canonically, but yeah, she's not exploding this time for her damage. This time, she ended up a hell of a lot better. Absolute Zero, Wind Slash. Absolute Zero, obviously big ice elemental damage, and Wind Slash, an alright wind attack. So yeah, just that alone is making her really good. Her base magic power is 33, definitely serviceable for a big magic attack like that. Whatever Tina hasn't been taken care of, Rachel is cleaning up for now. It will drop off when shit starts getting healed by elements, which could happen pretty soon. Usually about this time they stop being as useful, which is a reason why elemental skills in the game are generally not very good long term. But other than that, her weapon stuff that she can equip kind of sucks. Airland set. We've been keeping her with the mithril knife. She can chuck it sometimes and do decent damage. She does have a magic command though, where she is learning some stuff. Most people are learning Sleep and Berserk because we have a couple of items doing that. And she started learning Ice from Atlas Armor. Right. Which is just a pretty good relic in general. And it's good, and you know, it's teaching Ice. So, I mean, that's just good to put on a lot of characters. But for now, yeah, I would have to say, I'm pretty sure that Rachel, because of certain things being banned in the World of Balance, I'd consider Rachel to be our second best character right now. So, good on her. Glad to see her here. Okay, Rene is a weird one. His base stuff, like Fight, Morph, Our Magic, Our is pretty okay, because that's basically just filling up a lore list for another character that we have. But just not being able to pick what lore you want is not the best. Risking Exploder or Pep Up, things like that. So Our isn't the best, but he does have a piece of equipment, and I think it is, what was it? The Hyper Wrist. This Hyper Wrist is actually really, really good. Number one, it does what it already does, which is raises vigor. And then MP plus 1/8 is on it, which is also good, because he does have a magic command, which he will learn some stuff in eventually. But that's the other thing that Hyper Wrist is doing. The Hyper Wrist turns Morph into Shell Bolt, which is Shell Bolt 2. Now, it kind of sucks because it doesn't auto-target correctly. So you do have to shell your enemy and then bolt to them, which is obviously making Bolt 2 not do as much damage as it could do. But it's also teaching Fire 3. Really what's going to happen with Rene, what's going to end up happening, is he's going to learn Fire 3, from it, and then we're probably just going to give him something else so that he can use Morph and use Fire 3, because as you know, Morph makes elemental spells, gives them a damage multiplier. As far as equipment, Claws sucks, pretty much. Everything else, he's not a terrible character, but he does need some, working around to make good. Alright, Jarad. Jarad, surprisingly, has been working out better than I thought. The only thing that he really does is he has our Fire, which is a random fire spell. There's some big ones in there. He pulls S-Cross a lot. Flare Star is in there, Fire 3, Fire 2, Fire, Blaze, all that good kind of stuff in there. His magic power isn't the best at 24, but nothing has really been absorbing fire yet a whole lot in the run. So, yeah, our fire has just been doing really, really good lately, and I'm surprised by that. But he also has a magic command. He learned Float already, which is really good. I like having Float, especially with stuff like Zozo and the MTech Factory coming up. Basically, what we've been doing is giving him everything we can to move his magic power up to something serviceable. So 41 is how high we can get it. That's pretty good, to be honest with you. So yeah, he's not bad, and most of the time he's pulling an AoE fire spell. So yeah, good job, Jared. Okay, well, Elaine is a little bit of a problem. So she's our Mimic Zerker this time. Unlike Stump last game, we have not found a command changer to get rid of the Mimic and make it so she can only fight. So yeah, she's not really the best. Also, the equipment she can use is pretty garbage too. Mithril Knife for a Berserker is pretty bad. This character is going to depend, probably, eventually, on whether or not we can change Mimic into something, and what her Blizzard Orb is. If it's a big dumb spell or something really good, she could probably be pushed over the edge into good character territory, but as of right now, Cian's wife, not looking so good over here. We'll give her a chance. You never know. And then Katarin. So this is Katarin in this dimension where Dwayne broke up with her. She has lore. Now, the thing about having lore is we have all these in our list, including Quasar, because Tina just did it. Rene has the chance of doing a Grand Train in his our lore list. We got Big Guard from, I think, the Ghost doing our lore and pulling Big Guard. So whenever you see a blue magic, it goes straight in the list. So she's got Quasar already. This is what I meant by, because of my bans, Rachel is the second best character in the seed, because Katarin would be if Quasar wasn't banned, because then we just have two people throwing Quasar at all times, which would be pretty freaking busted. But as it is, she only has access really to Big Guard, Pearlwind. Those are pretty good. Sourmouth can come in handy sometimes. Exploder, even, too, is a viable option sometimes. Other than that, she doesn't have a magic command. I've noticed that the lore user tends not to get one. Sometimes it happens, but it's not all the time. And then her second skill is Phantom Remedy, which you cast Phantom, your whole party gets vanished, but she then remedies one of party members. So you get, if you have 4 characters, you get 3 vanished members, and one person gets hit with Remedy. Hopefully the person that has the status effects gets hit with it, but you're getting 3 invised characters, which can be okay for, dodging physical attacks and stuff. But yeah, more claws and stuff, not the best. Not really going to see, that's something I should mention, that because we're not using junctions, there is a pretty good chance that most of the characters that don't have magic commands aren't going to get much from having Espers, besides stat up bonuses. If I even did that, I don't remember if I did or not. I could be on natural stats, I don't remember. But regardless, yeah, Katarin, she's okay. She's going to be even better in the World of Ruin, because we can immediately start using Quasar when we find her, or Grand Train by that point. Katarin, great character, just not right now. And then we got Krono, our silent protag buddy. He's just got a good list. He's just like Frog last game. Fight, Mimic, Magic, Item. As you know, Mimic just makes you a copy of our best characters, so Krono's on a team with Tina. They're both doing Quasar when he's mimicking it. Other than that, he does have a magic list. He's learning Ice from, I had the Atlas Armlet on him as well. His weapons, again, crap. Everybody seems to be equipping knives for the most part. He's alright. Magic Power 34 is nothing to sneeze at. And yeah, hopefully when he gets Espers, he gets a decent magic list. Krono has been pretty good just about every time I've gotten him, I think. There might have been one where he wasn't so good. Yeah, it was the one where he had Meteo Mantra or some shit, and it was random targeting. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But this time, he seems like he's going to be a very serviceable character with that Mimic command. As far as the seed goes, I'm having way too much fun with these old school flags, and, like, not having junctions, and knowing that, like, when I get my Espers, it's going to be like, okay, what kind of magic can I learn? Instead of, like, okay, what kind of junction setups can I do? They both have their value, is basically what I'm saying. Having all of these commands that we've gotten has been really fun. And the story, so far, it's really sad, but it's great. And we're going to keep going to figure out where it's heading. But either way, Kefka is on his way, and we need to get prepared. I will see you guys for the next episode. We'll go from the Narshe Fields all the way to Vector Continent. So I will catch you all for that. Peace.